My name's Mimi, and this is my Vampire Academy movie reaction review thing. I'm really happy this movie was an hour and 44 minutes. This is my little ticket. Yay. Let's see if I can do this right. Yes. Ah, you can see where I saw it. Anyway, I thought this was a fun movie. It was fun, and that's what Vampire Academy is. It's fun. The first book is pure fun and high school drama crap, and that's okay, and that makes me happy. We have Zoe. Let me just talk about the movie itself as a whole for those that planning on seeing it but don't know. Before I go on cast reactions and stuff like that. Rose Hathaway, played by Zoe Dutch. I can't say her name and I feel really bad. But I'm just gonna call her Zoe. The pretty brunette, other brunette. Yeah, the one with the longer hair. Anyway, this movie revolves around the fact that Rose is a Dhampir and she is a guardian. Dhampirs are half human, half vampire, and they are the love child of Moroi and humans, and years happen, and they're fun, and I like it. They're stronger, they're more human than the Moroi, which age, but very slowly. Moroi are the tall, slender, model-esque ones. Lissa is the last of her line of the Dragomir family. There are 12 royal families, I'm not going to bother listing all of them, but Lissa's the last in her line. She's possibility to be queen one day. She could be royal. She is royalty, but she could possibly be royal. She could be queen, the queen. There's a really fun foreshadowing for that type of stuff in the movie, but I digress. So it revolves around the fact that Rose is trying to keep Lissa safe. Excuse me. Rose and Lissa ran away from school. That gets explained in the movie. They run away from school and then they get taken back. So this is like 2 years later. So now they're back in school, and now Rose has to train again, and she has to prove that she can actually keep Lissa safe. So that's the whole concept of the film. There are, of course, the Strigoi, which are the evil vampires. They are the ones that kill people. They have no humanity. They have red eyes. They're creepy. They look like total drug addicts. They're fun. They're the villain. They are the ultimate villain. The other villain, the other villain is still a good villain. He's good for the film, kind of little out of nowhere, but I read the books, obviously. I read all the books, so I knew it was happening. That's the thing. I knew what was going to happen in this film, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It had lots of fun action. I loved the dream sequences, everything about it. I thought some cuts seemed a little bit too quick, but I am a communication arts major, so I am going to be a little nitpicky about this. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair, it's all staticky. And I'm acne. Anyway, some cuts seemed a little bit too quick, but I'm also in a writing for TV class, a video workshop class, so I'm kind of in that phase of my college career again where I'm just going to critique that type of stuff. So, I'm sorry I keep on playing with hair. I want to put it up, but I don't want to put it up. It's just like hair. I want long hair, I don't want short hair. That's just me. Anyway, movie. I think the cast was really good. I'm going to list an article in which I wrote about all the cast, but I will also say it for those that aren't going to bother reading the article. I think everyone did a really, really good job of bringing some of my favorite characters to life on the screen, and I'm really grateful for that. I think Zoe was a phenomenal Rose Hathaway. Just so much sass all rolled in properly, and that's the thing. Rose is 17, Lissa's 17, they're young, they're seniors, they're in their senior year of their high school at Vampire Academy, which is a school in which all these vampires in the movie, it's still in Montana, but all these vampires go from all over the world, which is true. They all come all over the world to go to Vampire Academy, and that's where they train, that's where the Dhampirs train, that's where the Moroi practice their magic and all their normal chemistry and things like that. But that's the thing. All these Moroi and Dhampirs go to Vampire Academy to train and adapt, so they can learn to adapt to the real human world. Sorry I didn't say that properly before. One thing now to go into a spoiler part of it. I loved how they open up the film. I love how good Zoe and Lucy are together as Rose and Lissa, and that's the thing. That's what drives this series, Rose and Lissa's friendship, and that makes me happy. Yes, of course there is romance because Rose does fall in love with Dimitri and Lissa falls in love with Christian, and I'm totally for that. I love all that type of stuff, but that's what makes me love this series. Not the romance, the friendship that is just so true and awesome to see, because there's so many films where it's just romance, and it isn't just romance, it's the friendship, and that makes me happy. It really, really does. Lucy is regal. She is as regal and complex as Alyssa is in the books. Her spirit craziness is executed perfectly. I liked that they showed you her scratching and how it would affect Rose, and how when she had the dreams, how it obviously affected Rose. I loved the Alyssa vision when they made Zoe's eyes have that little bit of a yellow tinge as she was inside Alyssa's head, and showed you her talking to Christian and her compelling all these people, and I liked that a lot. Cameron didn't have a lot of scenes because Mason doesn't really have a lot of scenes, but he's great as Mason. He has his moments, and that was good. He was developed. He was in love. He's in love with Rose, and it hurts. And I love how many book lines. I didn't write them down because I was watching the movie, but there was a lot of book lines in it that were really fun to hear them still be in the script. Sarah Hyland plays Natalie. She's adorably quirky and innocent as Natalie is in the books until she, is stricken away and evil. But it was fun to see that, and I'm very happy. They did this one thing that was a subtle foreshadow that Natalie wasn't exactly good when she put on the necklace on Rose. I could be wrong when I reread it if Rose puts it on herself or if Natalie helps her put it on. Either way, I was like, oh, it's from Daddy. As she puts it on, it's like, I see what you're doing here. There's just little things like that. Sammy Gale plays Mia. She's still bitchy and vulnerable. We see the vulnerability later on when she's more broken at the Equinox dance scene, which was nice. But I'm excited that when we get Frostbite, we'll see her flesh out more, because it was still like a one-shot kind of villain, but I do get what they were doing. I did like her vulnerability, but it could have been valued more. So I'm excited. We're going to see the movie next week. Gabriel Byrne is Victor, and it's always fun to see him stuff. I'm very happy that he was was cast to play Victor. He did an interesting job portraying him, and I'm excited to see him continue it if we continue to get the rest of the franchise. I loved the Festival of Affection when he was being healed. That was done very. I don't know what their budget was, but I liked the budget. It was a good, decent thing. The cuts seemed a little, but that's not budget. That's just editing. Claire Foy was Sonia Karp. Sonia isn't really in the first book. She's only in it for a little bit, and she's only in the movie for a little bit. But I always loved her scenes because I love Sonia, but that's also because the bloodlines that develops her. But I digress. Sonia's a fun character because she's crazy, and it's a great thing to show what Alyssa and Rose are scared of. They don't want that to happen to Alyssa, and so they're going to prevent it. Jolie Richardson is brief, but still oh so regal as Queen Tatiana, and she's the perfect bitch that we don't like until later on in the books, but she was really good in the film. Very happy got to see her. Olga Kurylenko was the ideal Ellen Kurova. She was classy, but still that bitch you don't really like at all. She was the head bitch compared to Mia, and I thoroughly enjoyed her scenes. The whole I could have been a model when Rose knocks her out. I like that they made Kurova drug the students when she didn't like shit going on. I thought that was kind of funny. Just like, nope. I like that she was doing the sedatives, and I like that she was the one sedating people. I loved the underground, the way they showed the archives. That was really well. I liked the way the archives were set up with the prison cells. That was pretty cool. Although I could have just been seeing the scene wrong. Now, let's talk about Daniela was awesome as Dimitri. Now, I am more of an Adrian, however I say his last name, I'm more of an Adrian fan than I am Dimitri, but he does a good job as Dimitri. Now, if you haven't realized, I am very utterly American, and I do not speak any other language really, so it was really nice to hear the Russian. I know what Russian sounds like, I've seen it in movies, I have friends that are Russian, but it was really nice to hear Danila. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong, but it was very nice to hear him as Dimitri. One of the scenes, I keep on saying but one of the scenes in which Rose and Dimitri are training with stakes, anyway, the scene in which Rose and Dimitri are training with stakes, it could have just been where I was situated because I was right next to the speaker, so it could have just sounded weird from where I was because I was literally right in the back by choice with some friends. The voiceover sounds a little off. It could just be editing. That's just me. It seems like some of the editing was a little quick. But once again, as I said, I'm in that class. It flowed well. There are just scenes where I'm just like, wait, guys, you could have done that a little better. But Daniela's really good. Dominic is really fun as Christian. It's his first film. Guys, support him. He's really good. Yes, of course I'm going to love book Christian over... I still love book Christian, and I still love movie Christian. I'm used to the sarcastic. But it's also only one first book Christian, where he's still like all I'm a broody dick, and he's still a broody dick in the other parts of the books, but he develops more and he gets better when he's with Lyssa. They had an hour and 44 minutes to do a 300 and I believe it's 26. I could be wrong. Let me actually double check. Vampire Academy page length. My book is packed somewhere here. Vampire Academy page length. Vampire Academy the movie. I don't want the movie. I want the novel. No. I don't want the Kindle, really. No, what is going on? Sorry. It's not a long, it's a long book, but in my opinion it's not. It's also because I read really long books, so 300-page books are like nothing for me now. 332 pages. It's a 332-page book. That's gotta be cut down and condensed. And the changes they did make, like the order of the scene in which Rose got her ankle fucked up versus when they went to the mall, that was a little like swapped in. That was one of the scenes that I noticed changed. Some of her training, I can't think. I was going to reread the book, but then class started back, so I didn't actually binge reread the book. But I should most likely be doing that this week before I see it for the second time. So then I'll notice more changes, but I thoroughly enjoyed the film. It was fun, it was sassy, it was entertaining. I think the Waters brothers did a really good job, and I hope this does really well in the box office, because I would love to see the rest of the films. I would love to see Agent. I would love to eventually get to see Sydney and Adrian in Bloodlines. I want this franchise to continue, so that would be great. So please, if you are a fan, go see it. Please go see it. Take your friends, take your boyfriends, take your girlfriends, take everyone you know. It'd be awesome if you did that, because then we get more movies. If you like the books, go support this movie and go see it so we can get more books. If you like the first book but you prefer Shadowkiss, well, we can't see Shadowkiss if we don't get Frostbite, so go support it. If you're skeptical about seeing it because of the trailers, please. If you don't know because you're like, what the fuck is with this teen crap, just go see it. There is still a right amount of action, there's still a right amount of drama, and yeah, of course there's teen shit, but you must remember these characters are 17 years old, and the market is going for teens with high school, and probably the college kids that read it. I mean, because that's a pretty cast of people, but generally speaking, they're going after the high schoolers. But I had adults in this theater that were watching it. I had grown men watching this movie because there are pretty attractive girls, and there are pretty attractive guys, and that's the thing. Go see it. It's being pitched, of course, towards the young youths like myself. I'm 21. I read the book, so of course I'm going to go see it. Not of course, but I'm going to go support my franchise that I'm not even a part of. But go support it, guys. It's really worth it. It's a fun way to kill an hour and 44 minutes. Go laugh. Go enjoy a movie. Movies are supposed to be fun. You're supposed to walk out feeling happy, and I walked out feeling happy. So yeah. Go see it. Just go see the movie.